My name is Jeremy Scates. I'm the managing partner of Global Motorsports, a luxury car dealership in Brentwood, Tennessee. In my security system at the dealership, some of the frustration points were connectability, ease of use, and just the frustration of having all of these monthly recurring fees for every individual camera. So I had purchased a few different over-the-counter security video systems. The apps were cumbersome. The apps were just difficult to use in many cases. And overall, they didn't have the in-depth features I needed in terms of trackability. And they would go out regularly. And then just all the little monthly fees and subscriptions were just irritating. I had an aha moment when the system wouldn't pair. Internet had gone down, but then the three cameras wouldn't come back online. And then it ended up being a subscription issue that they had messed up over the months, but they had stayed on mistakenly for 4 months, which I didn't know. And then timing, about the same time I was extremely frustrated with what I had, my RJ Young rep, Jason Slaughter, came in and mentioned that he had added security systems, and I was in the process of expanding the business and opening a new building, and he knew timing-wise it was something he wanted to put in front of me, and it just so happened that I was super frustrated with what I currently had. The ease of entering this space was educational because I got to learn a lot of things about security, placement, positioning of cameras, all of that from your team, from the RJ Young team, because they brought in security experts that helped me see things from a different angle and a different light. It's not my area of expertise. So the RJ Young team put the right people in front of me to help me make a better decision and literally educate me on both the features and benefits of the Verkada system, but also they let me go and look at other things and then come back to what I deemed the best product for our company. One of my favorite features of Verkada is the app. The app is easy to use. I can pull up all my cameras, my door locks, because I have cameras and doors all tied together. So the access points, the camera system, I can jump in the app and look at schedules. I can unlock doors. There's a Bluetooth feature on my phone to where if I don't have my keys and I walk up to any locked door, it just lets me in. So the app and the ability to use my phone as a key saves me tons of steps, tons of time. And it makes it a security point for me because I don't give certain people keys, because if they go to certain doors, they have to call me and I have to buzz them in. And so even though that irritates my wife at night sometimes, I prefer that because it controls and keeps the overall dealership safer. At the dealership, I manage multiple millions of dollars of inventory, both that's for sale, but because we have a service facility and a storage facility too, I'm managing tens of millions of dollars of other people's product. So having the cameras, the placement, having the security at night, knowing all the doors are automatically set on timers that we can't miss up and forget to lock a door, all of those things matter, and Verkada has made that super easy because now I don't stress did we not lock a door, did we forget this? And at any point in time, if anybody has a question, if something happens to a car or a car is out of place, I can quickly access the cameras and see who got in it last, which direction did it go? Maybe it's just been moved and nobody can find it. With the coverage we have on the cameras, I can find anything or anyone in about 10 seconds. And we had one incident where we actually had multiple cars stolen on a New Year's Eve. They knew over the weekend that the dealership would be absent of people. They did not know we had the system in place. We caught the perpetrator on camera and knew he wore a white sweatshirt, a white hoodie. I was able to search white hoodie in the search engine and find him in areas of the campus that we never would have looked had we not had that feature. We found him in one camera. The clarity and positioning of the camera led us to see, get information of items he had, which literally let the detectives in our presence figure out who he was within a matter of minutes, which led to his capture within a couple weeks and the return of 4 of the vehicles. So, I mean, it literally put the case into action in minutes just because of the video that we watched, and were able to get certain items. And we zoomed in on letters, on badges, we zoomed in on types of guns, we zoomed in on his types of clothing, all of which at night at 2 a.m. he's sitting on a porch, and the camera was able to capture all those things. And I would be very apt and quick to recommend not only Verkada but RJ Young, because of just, they take a lot of the difficult process and make it super easy in terms of the security consultants and the knowledge you need to have before you go put a system like this in place. But then the execution of installing it, because they take care of all that too. The payment arrangements from were also very favorable to my business. And then the constant follow-up, because I'm speaking to my RJ Young rep monthly because I have my printers and everything there as well. So the relationship that's in place made the transition, the installation, and candidly the training super easy. So I would highly recommend the system, just because it kept everything in a small circle that I was already very comfortable in.